Hello guys, Lord X here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We left the last episode of Dragon Age Origins at the end of the Circle Tower. We got out of the Fade, we came across Knight Templar Cullen, who's trapped in some sort of barrier made by blood mages, and we were then about to go fight Uldred. I left this for this video so we can get it done nice and early, and we can have the conclusion to what's been going on in the Circle Tower. So not a lot else to say about that. We're actually going to get past this bit and then we're going to move out into the world and see what else we can do. So with that being said, let's get in. Okay guys, so this is exactly where I left off. As you can see, Cullen's down there and we are ready to mosey. Down here I just had to double check. We do indeed have this, the Litany of Andrala. A plot item, its cooldown is 5 seconds. This item does have a unique power as stated there. It is to disable temporarily the abominations or whatever is in the room ahead. I haven't ever really used it. I used it like once before. It's not necessary. It's still very doable without it. But anyway, let's go and see what's going on up here.
The gift that I offer. Ah, look what we have here. I remember you. Irving's star pupil. Uldred didn't think much of you then, and I certainly don't see your appeal now.
Okay, so that was a bit nasty. Torturing that poor mage until he accepted to be turned into an abomination. And you are Uldred, you crazy motherfucker. I did see in the corner that First Enchanter Irving is still alive and relatively well, apart from seeing this shit. So, you don't think much of me here, Uldred? Well, forgive me if I'm not very impressed.
I suppose one can't be loved universally. I'm quite impressed you're still alive. Unfortunately, that must mean you killed my servants.
All of them, mate.
Oh, well, they are probably better off dying in the service of their betters than living with the terrible responsibility of independence.
So you're enslaving their free will, you sick fuck. You are turning these people into abominations.
And freeing them in the process. A mage is but the
you crazy.
form of something greater. Your chantry vilifies us, calls us abominations, when we have truly reached our full potential. Look at them. The chantry has them convinced. They deny themselves the pleasure of becoming something glorious.
But they are abominations.
There's nothing glorious about what you've become, Uldred.
Uldred? He is gone. I am Uldred, and yet not Uldred.
So you're possessed.
I am more than he was. I could give you this gift to win. You and all the mages. It would be so much easier if you just accepted it. But some people
No.
are so stubborn.
I'm glad so many of them stood up to you.
And what good did that do? I still won. Wait, what do we have here? Why, it's the first enchanter. Come, say hello to your old apprentice, Irving. Don't mind the blood. He's had a hard day.
What have you done to him?
Stop him. He is building an army.
Well, that army's pretty dead, Irvin.
Destroy the Templars and
You're a sly little fox, Irving, telling on me like that. And here I thought he was starting to turn.
Never!
That's enough out of you, Irving. He'll serve me eventually, as will you.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, pal. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I'm not stupid. Do you think I'm going to let you wander around this tower knowing you are a pawn of the Templars? You are a thorn in my side, and I must remove you before you fester.
You can certainly try and get rid of me.
Killing you would be a waste. Your raw potential, with the strength of a demon behind it, would be unstoppable. I can do that. I can give you power, and a new...
I already have power, Aldred. That's going too far. You die now.
Fight, if you must. It
Oh,
will
I
just
will.
make my victory all the sweeter.
Don't forget the litany. It will thwart Aldred's attempts to control the mages and win this fight for us.
You didn't need to tell me about that. Oh yeah, he transforms. Forgot about that a little bit. So, use the litany. Yeah, although they're abominations, they are also the mages. Okay, let's kick this shit off. Okay, I'll have some Inferno, place that down there. That's how quickly it it wears off. Right, so I'm gonna need to heal myself straight off the bat. Those guys are wrecking my shit up. Just get Alistair to chomp on a potion. Put the zoom out. Seems to be getting stuck. Put the second lot down of area of effect. Heal myself again because this abomination did not want to let me go. Aldred, you cheeky motherfucker, you're actually relatively tough compared to what I remember. Okay, so freeze you a little bit. Massive attack, you say? Okay. Yeah, okay. Just walk back into the pain, Aldred. You can do that. Okay, I'll use the litany again, but I don't think it's. I don't know if that was actually doing anything. I think he's still trying to change others. Right, you're taking a lot of damage out of this, so I'll heal you up. I'm going to throw another shot at Aldred. Okay, I'm out of mana, so chug on a little potion. Freeze you again. Heal myself one more time. No one else other than me and Alistair are taking damage, so that's good. Right. And they're down. Beautiful. Cool. And this thing that Aldred become, I can't remember, it's not a pride demon. It might be a pride demon actually. Can't remember. Right, so some goods. Emerald ring. That is just a sell. Heavy plate armor. That could end up going on Alistair or someone else. And Cinderfell gauntlets. Plus 20% fire damage. I will take all that. I will also look and see. I am wearing no gauntlets or gloves. And they are not specifically mage, but... Ooh, Archon robes. Oh no, they actually... They give me plus 2 spell power, but I want the willpower and magic of the standard robes. So I'll get better ones later. Cinderfell gauntlets. Also got charged mitts, which are the electric equivalent, but this is plus 20 fire damage, so we'll have them. They don't appear on the character. Okay. Actually, let's just loot these guys up. Shame not all the mages survived. In fact, by the looks of it, Irving is the only one that did.
Maker, I'm too old for this.
Irving, are you all right?
I've been better. But I am thankful to be alive. I suppose that is your doing, isn't it, Wynne?
I wasn't alone. I had help.
I was surprised to see you standing there. But I am glad you have returned. The Circle owes both of you a debt we will never be able to repay. Come. The Templars await. We shall let them know that the tower is once again ours.
Yeah, and that debt you need to repay is I need mages to fight the Blight. Very well, lead on. I've collected everything here, so I know I don't need to look around.
I'll need you to guide me down the stairs. Curse whoever insisted the Circle be housed in a tower.
Yeah.
Irving? Maker's breath. I did not expect to see you alive.
It is over, Gregor. Uldred is dead.
Uldred tortured these mages, hoping to break their wills and turn them into abominations. We don't know how many of them have turned.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
Of course he'll say that. He might be a blood mage. Don't you know what they did? I won't let this happen again.
I am the Knight Commander here, not you.
Yeah, chill out, Cullen. You went for a bad time, mate, but clearly Irving is not a blood mage. I believe order has been restored to the Circle.
We will rebuild. The Circle will go on, and we will learn from this tragedy and be strengthened by it.
We have won back the tower. I will accept Irving's assurance that all is well.
But they may have demons within them, lying dormant, lying in wait.
Enough! I have already made my decision. Thank you. You have proven yourself a friend of both the Circle and the Templars.
About time. You guys never give me half a chance before, but anyway. And what about the Darkspawn? I require aid.
I promised you aid, but with the Circle restored, my duty is to watch the mages.
Of course.
They are free to help you, however. Speak to them.
You mean the first enchanter?
Yes, Irving. For now, I will have to oversee a sweep of the tower. There may be some survivors, and we should do our best to tend to them. Please excuse me.
Yes, you should.
And Irving, it is good to have you back.
I'm sure we'll be at each other's throats again in no time.
Cool. Right, Irving, what you saying?
Here we are, the tower in disarray, the Circle nearly annihilated. Oh, it could have been much, much worse. I am glad you arrived when you did. It's almost as though the Maker himself sent you.
No, I just decided to come here because your tower's boring as fuck. The Blight drove me here to seek aid.
The least we can do is help you against the Darkspawn. I would hate to survive this, only to be overcome by the Blight.
So I have your word.
You have my word. As first enchanter, the Circle will join the Grey Wardens in the fight.
Irving, I have a request. I seek leave to follow the Grey Warden.
Wynne, we need you here. The Circle needs you.
I appreciate the sentiment, Irving. But the Circle will do fine without me. The Circle has you. This man is brave and good, and capable of great things. If he will accept my help, I will help him accomplish his goals.
You can. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be an honor. You can come with me if you really want to.
You were never one to stay in the tower when there was adventure to be had elsewhere.
Why stay when I can be of service elsewhere?
Then I give you leave to follow the Grey Warden. But know that you always have a place here. There is much to be done here, and I must go. You must forgive me for not being a proper host.
I understand. Until we meet again.
When the time comes, we will stand beside you.
Awesome. Ah, achievement unlocked. Magic Sympathizer. Yes, yes I am, since I am a mage. So that was a very sparse conclusion considering the shit we just went through. Anyhow, that's Uldred defeated, the blood mage that sent everyone crazy and turned people into abominations and so on and so forth. And yeah, we have done the Circle Tower and we have claimed victory over that and got our first people to help us against the Blight when that comes. Right, so I'm going to go back to camp and do a few things, sell a load of stuff, and then I'll cut the video to when I'm back out on the road till we're going to our next place. So, yeah. Okay guys, so here I am back at camp, and I wasn't going to show you this bit, but I had to make a few adjustments. I've sold what I can, but as you can see from this, my inventory is still just over half full, 65 out of 120. And that's because there's a lot of gear I want to give to my characters. The two big guys here, Sten and Alistair, respectively. That I can't, because their strength's not high enough, or at least Alistair's isn't, and there's certain sets of armor and weapons I want him to wield. So I need to store it. And luckily I can, at Soldier's Peak. Since we've done that, there is no chest for me to store my goods in. Problem with that being is we need to travel for that, so I need to start here. The other problem with that is there is a cutscene I want you guys to see, and it happens when you travel after you do the first area. You know, intermission bits. It's like, this is what's happening in the world while we travel. So I want you to see that. So I had to bring you in here, although I didn't want you to see the camp. Also, you may have noticed, changed the headgear on my guy. This headgear is better than the last headgear. It looks shit still, but luckily it won't appear in cutscenes. But it's the reinforced Magus cowl. It gives +2 to willpower, which every mage needs, and +20 to mental resistance, so that's good. At a -1 dexterity cost, so we don't care about that for mage. Anyway, let's move on to Soldier's Peak. Okay, choosing the same characters as normal, as you can see the rest of the crews there that we've gathered so far.
Yes.
But I'm using these characters. Wynn's still going to be my healer. Probably not the best idea to have 2 mages in a party since I can heal, or 2 healing mages, although I mainly use Arcane, but it's probably not best because you need another heavy hitter really. But I need to keep Leliana along because she is our rogue. She does unlock chests for me and she will continue to do so. So kind of need her around, which is a bit of a pain, but hey. And Sten I'll be using a little bit later. Anyway, I'm going to accept that and move to Soldier's Peak, which is up here in the coastlands.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Bannorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Okay, so that was a cutscene I wanted you guys to see. Terran Loghain there, sitting in the palace in Denerim, loving life, drinking it up with his second in command, Al Hal. Al Rendon Hal, that's it. And that guy Unfortunately, we can't, in this playthrough, have too much hate towards him, even though he's a slimy bastard. If you played as the human noble, you would know that he slaughtered your whole family, but we are not a human noble. We are playing as Delaron, the elven wizard. So, anyway, yeah, this is a chest I needed to come to. This is all I needed to be here for. And I need to stash all my stuff. So, unfortunately, you guys, you guys have to see this. So, I do apologise. Bit of housekeeping. Yeah, sorry for the boring inventory management. There's no other way around this because you needed to see the cutscene. So I could have cut it several times. That would have been a little bit pointless, a little bit time consuming on my part. And I'm not gonna lie, I would not have. Could not be asked. These are all quest items. You cannot move these, but I don't think they take up space anyway. The rest of it is these can be moved. We're gonna have to go back to camp because these gifts can be used, and it looks like I didn't quite sell everything. Okay, guys, sorry, being a bit of a retard here. We'll go back to camp. One of the gifts is very important. I have to give to Morrigan, and that's the Black Grimoire. Her mother's journal, Flemeth's journal. So we need to do that. Possibly get a tank. Oh no, actually, we don't need to because party camp is always right outside where you're going. So that was handy. Right, let's dish out some of these gifts because they're taking up space. So let's go across. I think all my party members are basically in love with me. So Win isn't. Let's give some gifts to Win. She's the new addition. Where are the gifts? Here we go. White runestone. Don't know if she's going to like it, but...
Oh, marvellous.
Yeah. Waterstone portrait is meant for Sten. He likes paintings better, but he's already at 100.
Marvellous. Most kind.
So just give her everything. Not the beef bone. That's for... Actually, do you know what?
Most kind.
Yeah, you can have the bone as well. Why do you think that's most kind? What's wrong with you?
Most kind. Oh, marvellous.
Oh, good. She liked all of them. So getting... Not particularly, I don't particularly want her affection, but if you've got all your party on board, they each have a private party member quest that you can go and do a little bit later on, and they're all good. Morrigan, we get the first one from Morrigan, which we didn't because we didn't take her with us. That only becomes active in the Circle Tower, but I didn't take her for the reasons stated in that video. So we're getting down. Just going to sell the garnets. We've got the companionship up. Will win enough so she gets an improved passive ability there, which is always going to be helpful. Alright, let's just go over to Bodan.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
Let me see your wares, Bodan.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I'm sure I will. Okay, all I want to do is get rid of... Oh, not that. The runes are good. The runes are good. Should have also gifted someone that gold bar, but don't matter. Get rid of all the precious metals that can't be used as gifts. They are literally sell only. And silver bowls and stuff. Private documents and vellum works well. The thoughtful gifts I will save till later because the last five of them, they give plus 10 companionship or affection to anyone. Anyone you give them to. So that's good. Right, we're down to 19 out of 120. Much better. Right, let's go and actually, we don't need to do that. We give Morrigan the gift in this way. Black Grimoire.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire?
I
Ever
did.
Since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you.
Yes, you were.
How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
It's almost like I knew you'd want it. Let's go for number 3. Let's be disgusting. What? Don't I even get a kiss?
Oh, I don't know. That seems like a steep reward to ask for.
I think I deserve it.
You could be right. Let us test the theory.
Cheesy video game kissing. But I know you guys really wanted to see that. That's what you're here for. You're here for the really freaky CGI kissing.
There. Compensation requested and provided. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
It should be. She gives us her second part of the companion quest. I think she's the only person that has a two-parter. I could be wrong about that. And it's like one of the hardest boss fights in the game. So we'll leave that for later. She's not going to do it right now anyway. Anyway, yeah, so cheesy video game kiss. Yes, believe me, the supposed sex in the game is equally as cringy and disgusting. But we are going to be... this character is going to be romancing Morrigan. That's what I'm going to do. But we'll come back and do that another time. If that's what people want to see. So, right, now we can carry on.
Indeed.
So,
yes.
Again, party members. And I really don't want to take Leliana, but I have to. She's just not my favourite person in general. I don't absolutely hate her. I just don't find her that interesting as all the other characters. I'd prefer to take Sten. Because Sten is a brute. He is like the legend that is Sten. Everyone should have a Sten in their life. Anyway, yeah, except. So where we're going to next is, and where the next set of quests is going to be, for me, is going to be Redcliffe, where the guy called Arl Eamon is, who Alistair mentioned when we were back in Lothering. At the beginning of the game, as we noticed, we can no longer go to Lothering. It has now been destroyed by the Darkspawn. So yes. Everyone that was left there that didn't escape is now dead. So yeah, we go to Redcliffe and find out if Arl Eamon will help us. So let's go. Time to fight first, though. Right. I believe we're about to be attacked by the assassin that was shown off by Loghain.
Take the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
They attacked the wagon, you say? Take me to them. Yes, this is him. The elf assassin called Zevran. Oh, she's a mage, that's problematic. No, Grey Warden does not die here, you fuckers. Right. Okay. Just checking out my hotbar because I've changed a few bits. I'm just going to go with the big boy spells. Oh. Did that bitch freeze me? Oh, she did. Right. Let's try that shit again. Since we're all in one area. That's good. Just need to turn my volume down a bit. I felt like I was shouting over that. Okay, so Alistair's taking a beating. Let's heal him up. And I'm just going to blow everybody up. I see what is happening here. Alistair's had that hex put on him by that fucking mage bitch, so I can't heal him. I think that's what that is. I'll give it a try in a minute, but I do need to heal myself. Leliana can have a potion. Wynne should be able to heal herself. Alistair, try and drink a potion and see what happens. Okay, everyone's... I know, Alistair could. Right, who are we fighting? Is it the guys on the mountaintops? It is. Or the edges of the hills up there. Okay, well I don't need to go far. I can get them from here. Beautiful. Come over here as well, like I can do. Okay. One good thing, at least I have ranged attack. So the actual assassin himself went down very easy. That other guy saw that coming, he ran the fuck away. Good for him. Oh, he's dead. Says he. Good. The Elven assassin is wounded and unconscious but alive. You could tie him up and talk to him if you wished. Yeah, let's wake him up and talk to him.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all.
Wake up dead.
But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have some questions.
Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Yes, Zevran, you have failed her. What are the Antivan Crows?
I can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva, very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
Good for you. Not for being good assassins, I see.
Oh, fine. Is that what you Fereldans do? Mock your prisoners? Such cruelty.
Such cruelty. You tried to kill me, mate. Who hired you to kill us?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Does this mean you're loyal to Logain?
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes?
Pretty
Beyond
much.
That, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service.
Okay. And now that you've failed that service...
Oh, well, that's between Logain and the Crows, and between the Crows and myself.
Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Aren't you at least loyal to your employers?
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
I'm listening, but make it quick.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
Okay, can I expect the same amount of loyalty from you?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing. In which case, I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
And what's to stop you from finishing the job later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
Okay, very well. I'll accept your offer. Why not have an assassin with us, even if he did try and kill me?
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Yeah, persuade. Don't worry about it. We could use him.
Alright. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan Crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
Haha, shot down.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Yeah, well, you just tried to kill me, so we'll see how that goes, right? And you're not coming in the party to Redcliffe. Party stays the same. Okay, moving on. Okay, not quite moving on. Alistair disapproved of that, but we don't care. Okay, let's just have a little forage around. I could do with some more elf root, to be fair. I need to make some more potions. By this time on most of my playthroughs... new codex entry, new quest, Friends of Red Jenny. Sure we'll come across that later. There is an elf root over there behind the tree. Can't go and get it though, because it's blocked off. There's a death root here. Well, that's making poison. Okay, we'll have to be on our way. I do need to acquire more health potions. Okay, let's move on. To Redcliffe.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Okay. I'm not going to like this, am I, Alistair?
I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe.
Yep.
Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
You served under him, didn't you? Yeah, he said he raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Cailan my...
Your brother.
Half-brother, I suppose.
Dun dun dun, huge shock reveal. Alistair is the next one in line to the throne. What? So you're not a bastard, but a royal bastard.
Ha! Yes, I guess it does it, that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Cailan's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
No, I don't see a problem with it. So your uncle, which would be Arl Eamon, raised you, but you're Marek's son, other than Cailan. I think I understand.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Okay, good to know. So, yeah, she had you sent to the Chantry. Did she know the truth about you?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
Okay. You were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that, I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man and well-loved by the people. He also was King Cailan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Kind of still think that anyway, Alistair, but hey, just to piss you off, I'm going to say, as you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Oh, yes you are. Okay, so we are at Redcliffe. Redcliffe Village, anyway, not the castle. What's over here? Can we go in here? No, we cannot.
As you say.
Death route. Hey, talk to this guy.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
I'm on important business. I need to see Arl Eamon.
Oh. Then you don't know. Has nobody out there heard?
Heard what?
We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying. We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Okay, let's do it.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
Okay, so we've been introduced to Ban Tegan. Now, the political climate in this world is a heavy focus of this whole game, so quick explanation in case you didn't get it or in case you don't already know. You have your peasants and your paupers and then your normal people up from then, obviously, just as medieval times dictated, or similar times dictated. Then you have the lords of a town, or several towns, or a small area. They're known as the Bans in this world. Ban Tegan is one such. He is the Ban of a place called Rainersphere, or Rainersphere. Above them, the Bans, which are many bands, they're like the lowest of the nobles, almost. You then have the Arls, and the Arls hold jurisdiction over the bands and a much wider area, and they'll have X amount of these bands in their constituency. And then above the Arls, you have the Terns, or the Turners, depending if it's male or female. The Tern, or the Turner, rules over the Arls and the bands and their constituencies therein, and they are the direct underlings in nobility to the king himself, or the queen, or the royal family in general. So that's the political hierarchy there in this world. So yeah, brief bit of history. You didn't necessarily need to know that or want to know that, but that's how it goes. So yes, Ban Tegan is Arl Eamon's brother. So there you go. You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
We didn't hear about the evil things before now, but we did hear about Arl Eamon being ill. A knight called Sir Donald from Redcliffe told us that in Lothering, that they were searching for the urn of sacred Andraste's sacred ashes, are like a fable, a legend, in order to cure Arlaman. So I'm going to say, can I help you drive them back?
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Okay. I'm on my way.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Okay, so this is the situation going on here. We have to help these people defend and get ready before nightfall, before the creatures come for them. Let's just talk to this lady here.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
How could you be bothering me? No, you're not bothering me.
I shouldn't be such a crybaby. With Mother gone now, I have to be brave. I can't help myself. I'm so frightened. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off, do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
Grief can make us do many things that don't make any sense, I'm afraid.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Don't worry, I'll look for him. Let's sort out everyone's problems while we're here.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here.
Okay, cool. Let's get out and have a look around. Actually, to be fair,
and something else. Oh, more fish.
We're not going to have a look around. No, this video is a little bit shorter, but I've relatively run out of time. So yeah, I've run out of time, guys. Sorry about that as well. That was a little bit of a do nothing episode, just getting my shit together for the next part. So, but we did defeat Uldred in the Circle Tower. That didn't take too long. Ended that whole thing. Got the support of the mages of the tower, of the circle. So they're behind us when the blight finally does hit us in full force. And after sorting my shit out, we've made our way to Redcliffe. We defeated the bandit Zevran, or the assassin Zevran, sent by Tan Loghain and Arl Howe to take us down. He is now a party member, so he's joined us. Let's hope he stays loyal. And yeah, we've got to Redcliffe and found out it's under siege from awful creatures of the night pouring out of the castle of all places, whilst Arlaman's ill as well, so God knows what's happening there. But and most of you should know what's happening there. If you're watching this, you probably like Dragon Age and you've probably already done this yourself. Anyway, yeah, I have to leave the video here. So thank you for watching. Sorry it's been uneventful, but I enjoyed playing, and I always do. So as usual, I've been Lord Exus, and again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video in a bit.